Hello, beautiful ones, and welcome to a new segment of Ask the Light Beings, where you can ask your universal question. You just submit it, and then Spirit chooses one, and then I will channel the answer. And on Monday morning, it will be released here on my YouTube channel. This week's question is, why are we being activated by spirit? And what are we developing into? Fascinating question. Very good. Okay, well, let's see what Spirit has to tell us, what the light beings are bringing through. Most likely they will start with a little light language. This is just to open you up, to make you more receptive. Yes, so you want to just take a few deep breaths and then lean back, relax, and enjoy. Uli anna achta ya aktwa ele o waktwa she jeli ule ele aktwa ya ele de jaktwa we ya na wa me ya ja o de ya wa jeli wa ya wa ele wa de jaktwa. And this is already an activation in itself. Most beautiful ones, we are thrilled to be able to appear to you again in this form of this beautiful channel that makes herself available week after week to bring your questions answered to you. Yes, why are we in the subtle realm activating you and have been light workers, light leaders around the planet? Well, the answer is quite simple. We need you now in your fullest capacity as light workers. The mission that you have prepared for your whole lifetime, or from whenever on you had your spiritual awakening, which means you were made consciously aware of your task and why you are here. So many of you calling themselves light workers, star seeds, light leaders, yes, spiritual visionaries. This is because you have a subconscious, or maybe even conscious, some of you, or more and more of you, knowing that a long time ago, over and over and over, you came here, your soul came here, incarnated in human form, and you went through all the hardships, all the density on this planet. It was truly thousands of years of just warring and violence and aggression, because that were the dynamics in this era. You see, it was the dark ages. So now we're coming out of this. We are out of it, but now you're in this transition phase, and that is why you, each single one of you who is watching this video, you have volunteered to come once more back onto this planet, reincarnate into a human vessel, and then to bring the knowledge and the knowing from your origin, because all of you come from different star systems, from different galaxies, and you have dormant inside of you such knowledge, such knowing of better ways of being, better ways of living, how to elevate the frequency, to rise up, to raise the frequency in others. Yes, all this is programmed into your DNA and your cells. It's in there, it's implanted. You have lived so many lifetimes, you had your life experience as a human, you suffered through all the darker, denser emotions, and now you're moving into the era of the light. Yes, you're moving back into a matriarchal phase on this planet, and it will last for a long time, and the divine feminine is coming back in its fullest glory. This does not mean the divine masculine needs to go, to step aside, not at all. The divine masculine will now be as balanced with the divine feminine, no more being neglected by the males, as it was the case in the dark ages, where only the machoism was pumped up by society to make the males numb to their emotions, closed in their hearts. So now all this is changing. The males, the men on the planet now are beautifully open their hearts. They're beginning to feel more and more coming from the heart, feeling the emotions. So they naturally are repelled away from any violence or aggression more and more and more. Yes, and so many males have already awakened to this, and there are still many asleep and still numb, but this in time will change, and change very quickly. And this is exactly where you come in, most beautiful souls and agents for the light. Yes, you light workers come here now with this mission to assist and to help with the upliftment. And how do you do it? You are simply shining your light in whatever shape or form this is going to happen or is happening. Many of you, of course, are doing healing work. Many of you are doing magical light work where people are just going, wow, and they literally see the invisible sparkles of your magic all around. Yes, so this is activating each one that comes in contact with you, their own DNA and their own cells. Yes, so the idea is that the DNA strands, the 10 strands that were deactivated thousands of years ago by not very benevolent beings that came from a different realm, and they wanted to and did manage to control this planet. This is now over this time, and this is why you were summoned here and you volunteered to come, and now more and more you're remembering that you are assisting with this awakening. You have heard the term the Great Awakening. This is when people really will wake up to their powers, because there are so many people disempowered still. So many women are still suppressed in cultures by religions, we're sorry to say, but they are not of the true origin. They have been manipulated by humans, very much removed from the divine, for control purposes and manipulation. Yes, so all this is now coming to the fore. People are going to realize and beginning to understand and to know and to learn what really had been done to them for thousands of years. Yes, so this is a very significant moment in time, and that is why every time you are working with a channeler, or you're working with some grid workers, or you're working in sound and frequencies and vibrations, you're doing any kind of release work, body work, there are so many modalities now, and you are assisting so greatly and so beautifully to uplift the frequency in humans. Yes, so it is enough. They can just walk by you in the street and just feeling your energy field, your high frequency energy field, and they go, and they don't know where it comes from, but they're being activated by you. It's invisible. It doesn't, you don't feel it. Yes, you feel it once you're activated, yes, but you don't see it, and you don't know what just happened to you, but it just happened. Yes, so this is why you were called here, and this is why we keep activating you every time, and of course it has to happen within you first, because you are the forerunners, you are the harbingers, you're bringing in, you are the bringers of that dawn, you are the peace bringers. Yes, you are the pioneers. That's what we're saying. This is why you are over and over again being activated almost every time you are participating in some sort of healing circle or in some group healing or group gathering of higher frequency beings that are guiding, that are leading these gatherings. You are being activated by us because we immediately zoom in and we join, and we are so grateful that these gatherings are disseminated all around the planet now, yes, where light workers are really taking it very seriously, like this channel certainly does, and really feeling their responsibility to the service of the light and of course the collective of mankind. Yes, so this is the reason why you are always being activated, and then when something hits you from the outside and you're like, oh, it just affected me, and you are feeling the emotions, the feelings of density, of fear, of worry from others around you, you again, there you go, activated, and your frequency rises again. Yes, and then the more you do it, the more consistently you will stay on the higher plateau. You will not drop down into the lower ones anymore, and the more you do that, you will rise until you will be in a consistent frequency of joy, of love and peace, for this is the highest frequency possible. Yes, no more down to depression and worry and fear. That's the other side of the spectrum, where so many, unfortunately, of the collective on this planet right now are hovering because of all the bombardment from the outside, all the chaos that they're exposing themselves to. Why? Because they're afraid, yes, so they want to reach from the outside and get information and whatnot, and resolution and remedies. No, we say, do like you do. You go within, and then from within you're healing, from within you're finding the peace. So this is what is happening. And then of course, why is it? What are you then becoming? You're becoming more translucent. Yes, it will happen with the light leaders, the light workers turning into light leaders first. So your density will slowly dissolve and you will become more translucent. We are not saying transparent, because then you would have to be a few dimensions higher up. But as you're moving now from the third dimension through the fourth, the density of the fourth into the fifth, which is our goal now with the development on this planet, you then will develop into a more translucent being. Sometimes, if you look closely on your photographs, you can also see this hue of light emanating from certain light beings, certain light workers. Yes, and that is a sign where you're moving into. You become less and less dense, and you will become more translucent. Yes, and then abilities, human abilities that used to be quite normal in a long time ago, and then were literally turned off, like telepathy, they will come online again. So that is why we keep activating you, because the whole of the collective, those who choose to be elevated and rise up, they choose to rise up with you into the higher frequencies, they then also will become more translucent, and they will quickly develop all these other abilities also. They will reawaken to these when they're activated. And those who are very stubbornly holding on to the lower frequencies, they will not take this journey. They will take a different path, a slower path, and in time they will get a chance again to do that same activation. So there is sort of a divide right now happening on the planet. So it is a choice that each being within them makes. If you choose the light, the path of the light, the elevation, being uplifted in spirit, being uplifted, moving more and more health, physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual health and well-being, this is your path, this is your journey. Yes, so you are developing into a well, let's just say it, superhuman. Yes, superhuman, not supernatural, because it is natural what you are activated into now. You're being elevated into your truest beingness, your truest essence, which was always there, but it was dormant for a long time. And now that is why it is so exciting for you beings to live in this moment in time on this planet, because you are in the physical experiencing this switch over, this ascension, people call it. Yes, so you are ascending together along with your planet into a higher dimension. Yes, where it will still be, you will still be having your bodies, but they will not be so dense anymore. Yes, and then simply sound frequencies and frequencies, light frequencies, will maintain your well-being. No illness and dis-ease will be possible anymore. And then very quickly what will come online are all these new modalities, sound frequencies, light frequencies, all these different frequency energies that will become the new medicine. Yes, and then you will have the healing centers, and you will be able to assist, yes, with sounding, with light, with crystals, crystalline energies, because what you are growing into now is a crystalline existence, a crystalline body. Yes, you're moving away from the carbon-based structure. You are already so much more crystalline, and you will feel it more and more and more, and so much more shall be revealed to you. But we will leave you with this bit of information for today, because it is plenty already for you. And we leave you with one beautiful, pristine, crystal clear sonic transmission, just to give you an idea of where you are heading. We bid you farewell for now, until next time. Oh, I love that transmission. How pristine and crystal clear. Oh my goodness. We are moving into a time so magical. Can you feel it? You must. So if you're benefiting from this video, if you have learned something, tell us below in the comments. We would like to know. And then like the video and share it with everybody in your world. And I would like to invite you also to join us every week in our Zoom Unleash Your Splendor Sound and Energy Healing Circle. It is designed for light workers in this phase right now to really have every week an energetic and spiritual maintenance, where all the debris and the static you're accumulating throughout the week and absorbing like a sponge, right? Like an empath, we're absorbing everything so easily from the people around us, where we always just really nicely dissolve it and release it, and then we'll be powered up. We get our weekly activations, right, and the upgrades in our DNA, and then we'll get empowered, and then we have the light activation, and then you go about your days and you will be again in the highest frequency, and you can share this energy with everybody around you. Yes, if you do feel a little stuck and you feel there's some bigger block inside of you that you can't quite get rid of, and you need a little bit of assistance and guidance to move you out of, hiding, and then really moving you into your vision, you can also book a clarity call with me, an Unleash Your Splendor clarity session, where we then discuss how I might be able to assist you, and then you can sign up for a one-on-one mentorship. So that's also available for you, and the information is also below the video. So with this, I leave you. I'm sending you so much love from my heart. It is such a joy to be of service to you week after week, and so join us. And until next week, so much love to you. Mwah.